I'm really hoping we'll be finished with Mali very soon, because they are taking a toll on my patience. They are not disappearing very quickly at all, but look, there we go. There's one city gone, and I'm hoping this one is off the coast. So with a bit of a cavalry movement, there we go, look at that, we've now sieged it, so that's a little bit easier to get my mitts on. Can I just bomb over here? Nope, no I can't. Oh, I was going to do a test actually. Where's my fighter? Can you... Oh no, I used my fighter already. There's the bomber. Now if I bomb a unit next to a vampire, do I get the increase in strength? So I've got 45 at the moment. If I just quickly bomb it. Now I have, if I just have a quick look, does it count for me? 46, it does. So I can use my Air Force. That is good to know. Just don't mind me if I just now Petra quickly. Thank you so much. That was easy. This 11 population city is proving frustrating because it's stopping me from keeping loyalty on the Spanish continent. I think, oh, it's not going to quite let me take it, is it? I can just tell. It's not going to let me take it. No, there we go. Next turn, hopefully, and then we can stabilize our interests here just a touch. I've said it before, but there is very little more relaxing and therapeutic in Civ than just building railroads. Ah, it's beautiful. What a world. What a world. There's the sort of stiletto heel of Italy taken. It's looking rebellion 7 turns, eh? 7 turns? How dare you? I think if we take Luceria, that might help massively. So, just going to treat myself to another unit. Oh, the Eureka for computers. Oh my god, it came a turn too late, but that's still almost perfect. Lovelace. Here we go, my capital can produce 1 extra district, and computers is done. Okay, as fun as computers is, it gives me flood barriers. It's always the start of something painful, because now we need to go around every single one of my cities and force build a flood barrier. I'm not saying I'm not grateful. I'm not saying I don't enjoy flood barriers, but some jobs in Civ are more fun than others, and this is absolutely up there with just a fun job. There you go, that wasn't actually too painful, just took me a couple minutes. So, now that we've got computers, that gives me drones, which makes my siege weapons even more powerful, but I think the next step has got to be refining. So, ballistics, always makes me laugh. That's field cannons, cuirassiers, we've got rifling, and then into battleships and oil. I think that's going to be massively helpful. Attempt number 2, and this 11 pop city is mine. And hopefully loyal? Ah, not quite loyal, but loyal enough. In fact, there you go, Liang can now move over. I very rarely get this many governors, but my word, it is useful this game to have this many governors. I think I might just have to get the full set. I reckon it's going to become a free Mongolian city, does it? I disagree with that. Well, I'm going to have to keep an eye on that one. I'm hoping this last city's not going to take too long, although it always takes slightly longer than you hope it's going to. Look, the fighter can just take down a wooden ship. It's a little bit scary for the wooden ship. It's sort of going along, minding its own business, and it's like, what's that in the sky? This flying thing just ascending on it. Yeah, pretty terrifying. I'm actually using military engineers to pave a railroad through the desert so that I can settle on it. Isn't that amazing? Oh, what a piece of infrastructure. I love it. I love this game sometimes. Can we take Seville? Oh, not with that attack we can't, but with this one, we should be able to. And there we go. The Gibraltar Gap, now totally commanded by me. There's even a nice little fortification stopping people from getting through. Love it. I'm also taking this American city. Again, another 11 pop. Ah, so stable now. So beautiful and stable. Is that Mali out of the game now? Yes, it is. Goodness me. What I'm trying to do is save my computer from an absolute certain death of overheating by just slowly taking the AI out of the game. That's all I can do. It's all I can do. There's a nice boat stood right next to Lord Sucklington. Tasty. 133 strength attack, you say, on this city. Well, I'll go and munch the caravel inside it at the same time. Thank you so much. Portugal think they're going to steal Santander before me, but they're not. Take the city over. It is mine. Actually, there's a lot of theatre squares here. Huge amount of theatre squares that are opening up some amphitheatres for me. And if I just get Anshan back on, which it's trying to rebel on me, but I can get it back on 30 science per turn. That's worth at the moment, but I could get more than that. Ballistics, that gives me field cannons. Field cannons are good. I also need a desperate refresh of all of my policies. Press gangs is no longer really doing anything for me. Oligarchic legacy, it's not the best policy for me, but it does make my vampires more powerful, and because of that I kind of feel I have to keep it. It's just sort of, it's more the roleplay aspect of it, I think. Colonial officers, there we go, look, 45 extra loyalty, that starts to help. And military research, 52 extra science, because I've got so many military academies, seaports, and especially Renaissance walls. Yes. Yes. It's a huge chunk of science. My fighter was so outnumbered against a corps of coursers. Why do I get an achievement for that? I had a plane with a machine gun and they had horses. Like, that's not a fair contest. No matter what the achievement tells me, I disagree. Lord Sucklington takes another city. Goodness me. If I could see the kill streak that this lord is on, that would be crazy. Oh, finally. Third vampire. Here we go. Okay, that gives me +1 combat, -5 combat strength to enemy units surrounding a vampire. An extra movement gives me an extra vampire castle, and I now believe I pillage in 1 movement rather than 3. So, oh, it's good. This vampire would just be known as the Count. 1 dead person. 2 dead, but I'm not going to do that for too long, don't worry. That is Southern Italy unified. Sorry, Persia, but I feel like I'm going to look after these cities a lot better than you are. I also think I might make a landing into Greece because I can. I think that's a good enough reason. This is going to be enough to wipe America out of the game before Portugal can land. Yes, it is. Instead of the United States of America, your nation will go far. What an alternative world this is, eh? I love it. I love it. Liberated Germany. Yeah, right. We already knocked them out of the game once. I finally got around to upgrading that vampire castle after the coal appeared, and yep, it just increased it by about 8 production. So my capital will be very, very grateful about that one, I think. One more city taken from the Zulu. Look at that. Nice. Their city taken in Greece. Huzzah! Haha! Well, I think it's... yeah, that's kind of Greece. Maybe Albania's up here. I can never tell. The problem is the borderlines aren't there, so it's difficult to tell. But I'm also now attacking Dubrovnik, which is quite entertaining. Oh, there's a Japanese samurai just in the middle of the sea. Oh, hello. Dubrovnik has almost been taken. Not quite. Oh, it's so annoying when you miscalculate by like a couple of points. Never mind. This city, however, is taken, so that's good. We are now pushing into Persian lands quite heavily. Oh, that's frustrating. I had another melee attack. Well, sorry, a ranged attack that I could have attacked Dubrovnik with. Oh, what a numpty. Refining is complete, and that means basically I need to go through all of my desert cities and get a lot of oil in. I've been waiting to improve a significantly large amount of oil in all of my territories. Oh, I've been settling everywhere to do it. Where are my builders? Half of it is just remembering where the builders actually were. Okay, so we had 9 per turn coming in already, and I think I've just made that 18 per turn. It's going to be the new thing that I bankroll my empire on. Oh, there's more over here as well. It's going to be a lot. Okay, we own a lot of desert. We own a lot of land. Look like this stuff, for instance. Oh, yes. We're mopping up Indonesia really nicely as well. That was that city destroyed. And don't forget, I can still use my bombers to clear units next to my vampire. Lord Sucklington, only 75 power, can now attack with 134 whilst injured because he's got plus 48. Oh boy. Right, attempt 2. There is Dubrovnik. Huzzah! Lovely. Okay, I'm just going to produce a couple of like very fast melee units that I can use to just scout through the land a little bit, like so. Some cuirassiers, look at that. It's good being able to use the faith, isn't it? And still got the bomber. Can it stretch? Yes, it can. Kabloof. That city is now without walls. World Congress. I think producing units with gold would be very cool, because then I can get more planes. Less grievances for me. Nobel Prize in Literature. I think I'd actually win that. Yeah, look at that. I've stolen so many theatre squares that I am the most eloquent out of everybody. Basically because I have all of the cultures and all of the languages, none of them are mine, but that is not important. Production. Okay, we can produce units in twice the speed, so I guess that's good. It's not really what I wanted, but I guess it's good. So I'm hoping I can unify Portugal a little bit by bringing those units in like so, yep, and taking Zambora. I think I've taken a little bit more than Portugal, but hey, that's fine with me. There's another city taken there, and honestly, it's just a case of moving my units now is the most annoying thing that's going on in this fight. I've almost entirely finished. Sorry, Cemmons, you are next. It's just gonna keep on happening to everyone. Especially because I can... Oh, yep, that's the entire walls off in one go. Fun, fun, fun. I think it's about time I gave myself, where is it, logistics, to help with the railway building. Railways, of course, are the most important thing on Civ 6. And anybody who says anything else is wrong. 1 strike, 2 strikes like this, and that should be both of these little island cities. Is a Cyprus? There's a Cyprus taken now. We're starting to spread very nicely. 1 more Persian city falls. I think they should give each other pretty good loyalty in this little ring. Yep, that one's now loyal. That one is not. Dubrovnik is not either. Oh boy, we need to continue working. Another 7 pop city. Perfect. Victor, I think you're going to be needed over here now, because we have some loyalty problems still. That's loyal though. Oh yeah, Dubrovnik is really not doing very well at all. I think I might lose that city. Needs more amenities. I mean, I have 0. I think it's quite just simple just to say I've got absolutely 0 of those. I am going to just declare war on the Aztecs. I keep changing my mind as to whether who I'm going to go to peace and who I'm at war with. It seems to change on a turn-to-turn basis, just purely because actually the population of these cities over to the side may be quite handy. Is that Indonesia out of the game? I'm kind of hoping it is. It is indeed. Goodbye. They will not stand the test of time. Neither will this city-state. Yay! I finally managed to get the Count to the front line. Okay, he's got 0 added strength, so this is all going to be of benefit to him. But fingers crossed, the start of something special. Still pillaging in order to get through the game quickly. We've got this amazing cavalry corps and another cavalry army that just running through Mapuche's land at the moment and just seizing all of their campuses. As I say, I'm getting about 2 techs per turn at the moment, roughly. So far, very handy. So Lord Sucklington has now got himself 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 military engineers that are stood by and ready to literally pave a railroad in front of him so that he can be scooped to the front line as quickly as possible. I quite like this. This is a good tactic. So, let me just quickly think about this. So I can now get Lord Sucklington all the way over, but I kind of want you to get onto this tile. Yep, okay, perfect. And now we can go, can we go 1 further onto this one? No, not quite yet. That's fine though. That is fine. First off, there you go, and feed on some elephant. Thank you so much. Plastics. Oh, offshore oil rigs. Well, I've only got 33 coming in per turn at the moment, so clearly I needed more. Oh my goodness, have you seen how much stuff I've got to sell? Oh lordy. Well, okay, we may be selling for some time. There's quite a bit to flog here. So, in comes the Count. I think the best thing to do is to move 1 tile forward, to get the cavalry to kill the trebuchet, to get the ironclad to kill the city, and then, hopefully... Oh, look, she likes that. Nubia liked that one. And now, after a ranged attack or 2, the Count can come in and finish off that unit as well. Oh, no. Oh, sometimes the zone of control is released if you kill the unit causing the zone of control afterwards, but not in this particular instance. It was almost the perfect plan. Almost. Otherwise, it was just an Ursa Ryan plan where it didn't quite work. Zulu is out, and Iberia has been claimed as my own. Look at it. It's beautiful. Now, onto Mapuche. That is an Aztec city, the first that I have taken so far. Very good. Very good, but I think Florence has got to be next, and Sabac. Sabac is a pretty tough-looking city, actually, so getting over to it is going to be tough. Why would you move through a city? Like, that's clearly not a good option for you. Okay, right, well, luckily there was another way through, but still, sometimes the auto pathing can be very odd. Again, the important thing here is to make sure that Lord Sucklington can go wherever they want. So I'm going to move you forward 1 tile, and then I can attack like so. Perfect. Are you able to move after this point? Difficult to say. Sometimes you can, sometimes you can't. I don't think you can in this particular instance, but that is okay. We'll just keep on using my military engineers to pave a way round so that next turn we can go even further. I'm actually very deliberately not attacking the enemy units in the hope that I can use my vampire to do the same thing. We're on +8 the barbarians and +49 we're up to at the moment. Getting there. Sorry, Vietnam, you're next up. Because, I mean, again, you were next to me. What did you expect? They had 1,806 grievances with me, by the way. That feels like quite a lot. Now that we've got ideology, we've got to go fascist, haven't we? There's no other option. I mean, communist would give me more science and better trade routes, but it's the war combat, the war weariness, the military policy slots, all of that. I mean, you really can't pick anything else. Gonna swoop Lord Sucklington into there. Very nice. That means I can now, hopefully, start to do some damage. Take the city. That'll level him up just brilliantly. I can then go 1, and then hopefully killing blow on that attack. Oh, no, better than I've got 2 moves, haven't I? Perfect. And then to come forward a little bit further. Great. Oh, yes. Even better. Even better. There's the 7 population Persian city. Okay. Rebellion in 8 turns. That's a little better. What about this city? Oh, okay. This is good. Sometimes it just takes a few cities in an area and the stability and the loyalty works itself out pretty nicely. So I've just got myself helicopters and hopefully there is fascism. Oh, it's such a good government for war. It really, really is. Okay, military research, check. Total war, check. Logistics, check. Oligarchic legacy, that makes the vampires better, so we do have to kind of put up with that where we can. We'll do that as well. But I was actually in positive diplomatic favour, unbelievably, with monarchic legacy. That was a crazy policy card for us for as long as we had it, but there we go. I'm going to stick in liberalism in the hope that my amenities will go up just a touch. And third alternative gives me extra culture and gold. I can also get force modernization. Okay, perfect. We actually need to pick up a few wonders that give me more policy cards because at the moment I just don't have enough. But as you can see, we're still just really enjoying our little pillage game. Now that we've gone fascist, I'm just trying to think of the next best thing to do. I think it's probably going to be, yeah, globalization for 50% production towards all air units. So let's go Cold War. My first Mapoche city. I'm hoping these will be much easier to hold on to. Saying that, they don't really look like they will be, but okay, never mind. Amani, you come across to the front line. I'm finally getting around to putting my 3rd vampire castle down, and this one I was quite proud of. It's next to Vesuvius, which had been yielding those tiles over there. So this is now a 27 production vampire castle. It's pretty good, and when I add it up with all of the amenities going in, we're up to 202 production per turn in my capital. Probably time I got some amenities here, actually, isn't it? So yeah, we'll watch that all get replaced, unfortunately, but that's for now. That's pretty good. Yeah, just so many bombers being chucked out of that city. It's awesome. So Lord Sucklington, move to the left slightly. Oh, look, there we go. There is a target in front of you right now. If you have a line infantry, could just use that health. That's perfect. And in fact, actually, move you back to there. Swap you around briefly. Let's get the military engineer in to build another railway. This is... Oh, vampires and railroads combined. It's just ridiculous. And I love it. I love it so much. What's that? What's that? I should hit the city. Okay. Yeah, I will. Go on, man. Haha! Hey, it worked. You know what? That was good advice. Thank you, game. The other thing I noticed as well is that Lord Sucklington is still 75 strength. Now, he might be getting crazy combat strength, 53 from units at the moment, but it's only 75 base strength. I reckon we can do something about that. Like in this city, for instance, how much is, for instance, so a helicopter is 86 strength, and an army of helicopters is 103 strength. So let's just pray that into existence. Now, let's have a look and see how that changes things. Oh yes, so now we're attacking with 173 strength. Do you reckon that's enough? I'm 50-50 on the matter, personally. 2 more kills for the Vampire Lord. Just move you to there, because I might be able to use a regular unit to do the kill first. There we go, like so. And Actually, if I just do a little bit of damage to that encampment, I don't even need to do too much. Just open the walls up slightly, and as you can see, now I can just march in because I've got such crazy combat strength. Look everyone, it's your favourite, it's a surprise horse. It just bursts onto the scene and takes the city. Lovely. Keeping these are going to be almost impossible. Yep, rebellion in 3 turns. Ooh. Okay, luckily I have some spare governors. Basically, the game has become a case of like shuffling, just governors on a tour bus. Just they settle in a city and they're like, honestly, I'm not going to even bother getting like used to the office or the desk because I'm just going to get whisked away in like 5 minutes, just from one end of the country to another. Florence, meet the machine. Ha ha ha. It's mine now. One cool thing is I'm now building a war department. Now that means that I can heal up to 20 health whenever I eliminate a unit. Combine that with my already inherent ability to heal up to 30 health, and it means that every kill gives me 50 health. My army will become officially indestructible at that point. Why are all these military aid requests being raised? What could be happening in this world? Ignore the minimap. The minimap has got nothing to do with this. Yeah, I don't know, people just seem to be really skittish. Oh my lord, an actual engineer. That's Goddard. He gives a boost to rocketry, which I will take. Nice. I mean, I wasn't planning on going to space, but I guess I could see the map and get the, what's the culture boost? I think that's on the moon landing, isn't it? I can never remember. It is, yeah. That could be a good thing to do. That would help me to push through to the late game governments. As good as fascism is, I could take the fascism legacy card and potentially go for something like corporate libertarianism. Ooh, it's always a mouthful, isn't it? But improvements provide +1 per turn. That would mean once I discover what uranium is, that would be a very handy one for late stages of the game, because it basically means you can support 33% extra giant death robots, which, when it comes to giant death robots, that's a good percentage. We like any percentage if it's big. Now, I believe that is a pillaged stealth tech, which means we now have jet bombers. Jet bombers are amazing. We have force modernization activated. I don't believe, as upgrades go, it's a very expensive one. 145, so with the gold we've got at the moment, we can upgrade 10 bombers. I believe we have a few more than 10 bombers. Yeah, we've got, hang on, so I've got 1 helicopter, so we currently have 20 bombers, so I'll need twice as much, but luckily for me, every time I upgrade, every time I pillage gold, I think I get enough for about 4 upgrades. So what we're going to do is this turn, I'm going to prioritize upgrading my jet bombers. Like, I can't tell you how much better they are. Not just the extra strength, but the extra range as well. It's just brilliant, and I would rather have a turn where I don't kill anything and just have the benefit of these upgrades. It's so good. I mean, I say take a break. I'm still rolling tank armies into Belgrade, so there's a slam. Haha. Kaslam, of course, being the technical term for what we've just done. It is a proper military term, that. A Kaslam. What do I do now? What's even the thing? I think I'm going to go combined arms to see if I can figure out what on earth uranium is, and then just a beeline to robotics. That could be good fun. I'm keeping an eye on upgradable things like build 2 neighborhoods. Yeah, I could do that. That's not too bad. Oh, the range on jet bombers is so much better. It makes my life so much easier. There's another Persian city that's fallen. They are slowly going down. I believe that is Mapuche out of the game. Slowly, you can feel my computer breathing a sigh of relief as we slowly start taking people out of the game. We've got a lot to go. A lot to go so far, but like, it was slowly getting there now. I'm now beginning to also siege Portuguese cities, which is amazing because that has the Statue of Liberty. So basically, all of the cities in the English Channel, yeah, they're going to stay loyal forever. Forever and ever and ever and ever. Cleaning up the Vietnamese cities as well. I've got helicopters that are enjoying the pillaging. I've got cavalry that are doing exactly the same. It's very good fun, this game. The pillage economy is crazy. I'm probably pillaging in excess of 10 tiles a turn. Probably more. It's logistics which is sort of struggling at the moment. And deployment of bombers to the front line. I've got so many new bombers now just sort of making their way over. Oh yes. Like, I'm building probably a bomber every turn, and if I ever have excess gold, that immediately goes into more bombers as well. Lord Sucklington, look at this, 90 strength city with full health, and 174 strength attack. I just go, wha-bam, and take it. Again, the problem I've got at the moment is the lack of units. There are no units left alive. Lord Sucklington has eaten all of the units. Every single one. There is combined arms. Okay, uranium. Uranium, what have we been given here? So, that is under a farm. We can go and fix that. That's not a problem. Where's I'm just looking for builders now. We've got any spare builders? Oh, that one was going to get aluminium. Okay, right, hang on, just move you. Get that aluminium, good. And now back to that. That one again is under a farm. What is with these farms? That one is under a forest. We can go and get that, not a problem. This one is just on a random island. Oh, I was thinking about settling on that island. Man, that would have been a lot more convenient had I done that. Come on, builder, off you pop to that. And that one is under a forest again. That isn't a crazy amount of uranium. I was kind of hoping I'd have a lot more than that. I'm hoping there's going to just be a load in the desert or something. Yes, there is a load in the desert. Okay, there's 38 results on this map. Oh yeah, look at this. It's plentiful in the desert. There's some over there, there's some over here. Okay, good. We have a lot of uranium to sort out, fine. Well, this is why owning most of North Africa is a very good thing on this map. Absorb a city-state into my empire. Would I do that? Is that something I would consider doing? Probably not, really. I think it's got to be loyal to me, and honestly, the ones I've kept have got good things, like that's extra science, and from one of my great works, that's pretty cool. That's full damage to city walls, again, pretty cool. Full housing from water. I like all these bonuses. I think Lahore is probably the worst out of all of them, so you know what, I'm going to go convert that one. It would neaten up my borders a bit, wouldn't it? I was complaining about a lack of food, but there are more elephants here. Okay, right, Lord Sucklington. This is what I was talking about in terms of the infrastructure being so important. I need to railroad my way over. Okay, good. So now my vampire can get on a train. It's very important they can just hop on a train. It's the luxury, you know? It's the ride that Lord Sucklington enjoys. Okay, right, this is good. I can now just move the cannon on top of that. I had a couple of bombards that were just finishing this city off nicely for me. Perfect. Take the city. That means I can now get more military engineers, railroad right up to the edge. Lord Sucklington can just arrive and stand and stare as now the elephants are destroyed. Oh, perfect. What are we up to now? We're getting high. Yeah, plus 56. Oh, that is the Kemmons out of the game. We are pretty much unifying the Middle East now. We are still pillaging. Nice. And basically we can take cities without a loyalty issue right now. It's amazing. Incoming helicopter. Goodness me, these are strong. Okay, 3 cities more for Vietnam now. 3 cities? I meant 2 cities. Hehe. That is Portugal pushed off of the continent. They are now back on Blighty. They're not safe there, but that's where they're hiding for now. Do you remember I was saying before about getting 50 health when you kill something? That destroyer fleet munches up an ironclad and goes, tasty. I'll have all of that iron. Persia is also out of the game. Slowly getting there. Slowly are we getting there. How are we doing in terms of domination victory? 14 capitals captured. It feels like it's been a lot more than that, but it's just one of those games that's we're gonna be working for this for some time now. I'm using all of this stolen faith to prey in tank armies. Very handy. There's my first source of uranium though. Not long until giant death robots. They're going to make my life a lot easier when they pop up. Well, hey, city-state is now on my side. I'm not entirely sure if that's the best thing to do, because I think Kilwa might have been active on me, but I kind of like the continuity of owning all of this coast, so was it worth it from that point of view? Yes, it also means I can get this uranium in as well, so that is kind of worth it as well. I mean, yeah, I'm happy with what we've done. Oh no, that was silly. That was a CAD. Rather than Lahore. Whoopsie. Okay, so I've just removed the ability to take down walls with melee and anti-cavalry units. I mean, admittedly walls are now so powerful it doesn't really do anything, and I have jet bombers, but still, Whoops. Don't mind me, just seizing English cities. I now have Cornwall. Southampton is actually the capital of Portugal, unbelievably. I mean, why anyone would make Southampton anyone's capital, I'm not sure. Haha. Ooh, burn. You know what, I've been to Southampton. It wasn't actually a bad place. Quite liked it. They had a nice ice cream shop there. I remember that. We sort of sat there and watched this just huge almighty ferry pull in. It was very, very cool. It's like a massive container ship. I've never seen one like directly before, and oh my lord, it was huge. There we have taken Graz. Fine city that pushes me and basically almost unifies Italy for me. Not quite. Milan is still over here and needs a little bit of a conquering, but I think we can do it. I'm also going to declare war on China, who own most of Turkey, for giggles really, and also because it's going to unify my land. Oh, you can look at surprised. Look surprised all you want, my friend, but this was always inevitable. If I just quickly dump a few bombers into some of the proximity cities, just because it's quite fun. Look at how good this is going to be. Look, my empire will totally connect up, and all I need to do is take out Mongolia, and I will own the Mediterranean. So there's one of the Vietnamese cities. Oh, there is no distance between our lands. We share borders now. Oh, India never liked that. But if I have timed this right, I should have plenty of bombers to defeat the ancient walls, and there is Vietnam taken out. And we have Sochi. Awesome. We can host a Grand Prix and some Olympics. One more to go. Ethiopia this time. So this will basically give me a east to west kingdom on the map, I believe, because I've gone as far as I can over to the west. And now we're just going to try and do the same thing to the east. It turns out they have no defense on their cities. They also have, where is I just checked, 0 army. So I moved my vampire away. There's no point in them getting involved in this particular fight because it was pointless. Oh lord, the barbs. The barbs are coming back with absolute force. Did you see that? Look at this. One encampment has spawned its defending pike and shot and a skirmisher and 4 line infantry. Line infantry. Goodness me, that's crazy. Luckily for me, I heal so much whenever I kill anything, so this one cavalry army will be plenty, but still... Blimey. Anyway, we've got 18 improvement, uranium per turn now from improvements. That's pretty cool. Go on, bigger suckers into Milan. Go and be an Italian vampire. Look at that, yes. Fashion. Fashion is what you're all about. You know, Mongolia, I'm sorry, but you are just between me and total European unification. So it's gotta happen. It's gotta happen. In fact, I can actually use a vampire for the kill, which is pretty nice. The count comes into Leon. How many things can you count in Leon? Only one. One city destroyed. Ha ha ha. It's Bristol, and oh, I hope that is a full hermitage for me. Now that would be fun. That's the Panama Canal. Very nice. Very nice. Bit of just loads of pillaging, and there is Bristol. And again, loyalty should be full, and it is. Perfect stuff. Again, we are just denouncing everyone. These Golden Age wars are very handy. It's keeping my war weariness pretty much to 0. But, I mean, look at this. It's right here. The city is right there. Come on, come on, come on. Perfect. And, oh yeah, line infantry can just walk in. No problems at all. Tbilisi is also mine, but not a capital in this game. Just a regular city. I like it, though, on these TSL maps when you get something that is placed kind of like on the spot of something that should exist in real life. It's always good fun. I have to say, there is something entirely satisfying about watching your empire just sort of push together. I totally missed that bomber strike, didn't I? That was a mistake. It was supposed to be just a tank cruising in there. Never mind. You'll have to pretend that's what happened. Let's try again, shall we? Yeah, look, I actually hit it that time. Huzzah! At least I drove a tank into the side of the city. Like, it had enough health that it could withstand that. Like, I could see myself breaking something quite easily doing that. That is a Chinese city that is pushing me into Turkey now. Look at all these cities I've been taking. Yes. Yes. In fact, actually, do you think we're going to complete the map before we get giant death robots? That is the question. I think we might get giant death robots this game, and I'm looking forward to it. That is Arabia out of the game. They never got to found their prophet, even though they had a holy site in that city. I find that strange. What were you doing, Arabia? I know they get the last prophet, but they were really taking the last thing to an extreme, weren't they? They were like, yes, we will be exactly last to do anything in this game. Meanwhile, even though we are at war, Ethiopia are taking their pacifism very seriously and they still have not built a single military unit. I mean, you have to admire the dedication to the moral cause, but you can't, like, you really should build something. Like, at this point, anything would do. Right, I reckon we can get Mongolia out here. This is definitely possible. Now, you can see the Count is waiting outside of Marseille. That looks pretty good to me. We'll bomb the once, and then we'll bomb from Majorca. And in you come, Count! Count the number of cities that you have been killing. It is a very high number. Yes, exactly. Right, the next stage is to get this little island city here. So we've got the line infantry just sat off the coast. Battleship just opens the door a little bit to the defences. I can take a jet bomber. I'll need the two jet bombers to the walls, and then there we go. Mongolia out of the game. Oh, every time my PC, it just breathes a sigh of relief. Pretty much also unifying Greece now, which is pretty cool. I've got another melee unit in there. I'm just thinking actually Douglas is here. He can pop himself into a tank, which I'm going to do by popping him there. And there we go, move off, take Sparta, get my submarine in to attack this city, and then there we go, the Greek islands have been taken as well. Lovely. So just this little squat piece of Turkey to take now. In fact, actually, I have a tank. He's ready to go. I don't know if I do have one bomber. There is a single bomber here ready to rock. Oh no, the tank army's not strong enough. Come on, we need to get someone else. Where are my support units? I have about 24 bombers and there just isn't enough. Each turn is like, where are my bombers gone? And I'm just realizing, oh no, I've actually used them all. There we go. East to west has been done. Hang on, let me just accept all those cities, and yeah, look at that. So we're now touching the east of the map as well as the west of the map. Oh, if only this world was round, eh? That would be even cooler. So Fez has just finished a stadium, which is a really, really cool thing, because now I can build the Estadio. This is something I've been waiting a long time to do. Currently, we're on 126 production with 14 turns to complete it. But I think with all these trade routes, we should be able to boost it substantially. Ooh, look at that! +6. Finally, my capital's on +6. We finished the aquatic centre, there's a stadium nearby. Oh, it's gorgeous. It's beautiful. Lovely. And look at all that stuff from the research lab as well. Gold, science, culture. You gotta get it in. Do you remember I said it was 14 turns? 14 turns when to put all of the trade routes down. Everything on these games just gets so big. 10 turns. Look at that, 177 production now. Ooh, tasty. Oh, I'm clearly not going to build it before the end of the game, but I am trying to build the Golden Gate Bridge over the gap between Europe and Africa. I mean, who needs Gibraltar when you have a bridge, eh? I mean, yeah. I'm interested as to why they don't actually do that in real life. I assume it's because the sea between, like, Gibraltar and Africa is incredibly deep, and it's probably further than you think it is. But, yeah, interesting one. I guess historically as well, it's such an important trade route that I guess there's probably quite a lot of commercial interest in not putting a bridge over it. Like whoever owns the sort of the trading passages historically has always benefited hugely, so maybe that's a thing. Oh look, it's Southend-on-Sea. You know what, Portugal, I'm almost tempted to say you can keep that one. Burn. Serves you right, Essex. Look at all the pillaging we're going to do. Nom, nom, nom. Oh, a whole turn off nuclear fission there. Tasty. I've never seen Colwyn Bay, by the way, as a 15 population mega city. Like, these maps are hilarious. Don't be silly. Wales doesn't have this sort of industry. I love making these sort of UK-centric jokes because I know that there's like 40% or something of the audience that watches this channel all from America. And I'm sure you can probably follow the sort of general gist of the stuff that I'm joking about here, but it's like, it's so UK-centric. I've just realised the mountain range here is going to make my approach to the north very, very difficult. So I've got a bunch of military engineers. I'm going to have to pull them so that I can build like a tunnel through or something, because this is going to be really difficult to navigate over. Nuclear fission. It's amazing that nuclear technology for me is just like not interesting at all. I have so many cool things. Oh, extra appeal to a city. How exciting for me. Aztecs are now also out of the game. We are slowly cracking through them. Oh, we look so disappointed. There's someone with such a cool headdress. You should not be that unhappy, friend. Oh, I lost my gold. Sorry, the science from Renaissance Wars. I always forget that policy card disappears. So, we're still upgrading troops. I've got 9,000 gold, that's good. Total war is good. Logistics is good. Third alternative is very good as well. Levy on mass might be quite a useful one for me. Just trying to think what would be the best thing for war. Monarchic legacy would give me more housing. Martial law. That's less war weariness and then extra loyalty. I'm killing things so quickly, it's not really proving a problem for me there. I've still got plenty of aluminium, so I haven't got to worry about that aspect. Should we just get levy on mass? Feels like quite a boring one, to be fair. Really, I need something that gives amenities across my empire. Something like that would be fun. Triangular trade, extra gold from trade routes again. Not very exciting. Oh, this is good though. Colonial taxes, 178 production, 124 gold. Okay, that's awesome. Let's do that then, and I'm gonna put, yeah, that'll be good for now. That'll help just to push me back towards a self-sustained economy. Right now, I don't need a self-sustained economy because I'm just stealing other people's economy. Like, it's quite a good strategy. I would recommend. Look at this city here. Why would you settle that? That was a city that had these 2 tiles taken. Oh dear, they were like, we have a settler and we're not sure what to do with it, so we're just going to stick it in there. Kingston upon Hull. Look at all these trade routes that Portugal is building up. The fact that they're losing all their cities doesn't stop the fact that they've met all 50 players on this map, so they have so many trade routes, it's just hilarious. Oh, hello. Hello. Oh my goodness, I've never seen so much trade. This is not what Carlisle is like in real life. Let me tell you, look at all those traders. Oh, I don't think I'm going to be able to steal more than 2 of them in a turn, unfortunately. Oh no, I stole half of them. Oh my lord, that was a lot of gold. That was a lot of gold. Look at that. 5, 6 plundered. 6 and a go. Okay, that was worth moving the destroyer there, let me tell you. We're now also freeing up the Low Countries as well. Get out of here, Rome. Get out of here. Actually, Rome have got huge cities. Look at this, 18 pop. They've spaced their cities out really nicely, so they've actually got enough room to grow them out. Very rare you see the AI do that. They normally shove their cities into very small areas and go, oh, well, we've got no population in any of these cities. And you sort of look at them and go, oh, yeah, of course you don't. Baku has been taken. I swear Eurovision was hosted here, wasn't it? Never knew where it was, but there we go. Don't mind me, Nubia, if I just join in on, well, basically join you in with the world war. Like, I don't think they would have chosen to join in with that war, but I was like, no, you can. You just believe in yourself. Boost ahead on culture a little bit by pillaging all of this, and there's globalization. Okie dokie. So, Oligarchic Legacy has been a lot of fun. A lot of fun, but e-commerce with 64 production and 160 gold, that's something that's really, really tempting. Luckily for me, I made a promise. I made a promise to the vampires that I would keep them strong, so that's what I'm going to be doing. Force modernization, though, I can take out because I've now got Strategic Air Force. 50% production towards all air units. I'm still producing a lot of air units, so, like, just believe me. I've got 36 aluminium coming in per turn, and I haven't even optimized everything just yet. Like jet bombers in 3 turns in this city, and my capital is spitting out 1 per turn. Still stealing Roman cities though. I like how they change name as I take them over. Like, I know them as slightly different things as part of the Scythian Empire, so it's like, yep, we'll give them different names. It's like, cool. I'm on 10,700 gold, and if I go like, bam, that was 2,000 gold, and then bam. Oh, that was about 5,000 gold. Wow. Okay, that was worth it. That was absolutely worth it. What I'm going to do is I'm actually going to offer Portugal a bit of peace. Now, it sounds a bit weird. I appreciate the word peace. Do we know what it means? Probably not. But I've taken all of the cities now off the UK. The only cities they have are up in Iceland, and I cannot be bothered to go and get those. So what I'm going to do instead is hope that Portugal they're going to give me a pretty nice trade deal. Oh, they actually run out of gold per turn. So they're not going to give me a nice trade deal at all. Give me some diplomatic favour. I promise I'll look after it. Yay, they gave me 20 favour. Look at that. I'm now on minus 124, but it means I can quickly go and sell it. Oh, they'll buy it back for 11. How kind of them. Rome are by far the hardest to kill so far. 108 garrison strength on Renaissance walls. Oh, far too much defense. Please stop. I just want to take your cities. Just bow to the inevitable. We've taken Samos and we've taken Rhodes from Greece. 2 more cities there. Okay. Yeah, we're really almost entirely over the Mediterranean now. Settling cities in the desert to get the uranium. Still a thing. We're still doing it. I'm up to 24, so that'll be 27 uranium per turn now. And I've got 20k in the bank. So that is basically the Middle East now unified, which is cool. Just need to go and take out Nubia, and we will all be there. +1 faith for every follower in my city. Chingrati is an amazing city-state normally. I'm on 633 faith per turn. Oh, it was only worth 100 faith per turn. I guess it's because most of my trade is coming from my capital and from Fez, and neither city knows what religion is, which is quite funny in a game like this. I could put Judaism into it because I have that very, very close. What does this religion give me? +1 gold to trade routes for each holy site district. Oh, that's cool. Okay, well, I could do that. Should we just quickly put down a holy site and make that a good thing? I think we should. Sometimes you look at the cities and you're like, oh, how do I kill that? I've run out of bombers and it's, you know, really difficult to get to him. And you're like, oh wait, no, Lord Sucklington has 177 strength. Could chomp. That's Prague taken. Oh no, it wasn't taken. Dear oh dear. Oh. Something about doing things successfully whilst people are watching. I'm like, it all goes well until I get you all to look at the screen, and I'm like, oh no, now I'm shy. Right, Rome is beginning to capitulate. This is their capital and by far the strongest of their cities, so I think the resistance of taking this one out is just going to be brilliant. Come on. Oh no! Oh, misclick! Oh, don't you hate when you bomb a misclick? Millions are dead, and you're like, whoopsie! Sorry about that. That was a mistake. My bad. My bad. I've also just made an Irish landing. Look at that. Canada have 21 population. Oh, that's a big old city. Can I skip around all the units and just attack Bremen? I think I can. Lovely stuff. I'm still trying to pillage as much science as I can between turns though, because the quicker I get to death robots, the quicker I can just go to sleep. Cultural heritage means I can steal back some city-states. Because there's so few city-states now, everyone is just throwing their envoys at the same ones, and I keep losing them, and it's very frustrating. 2 cities taken from Nubia down south, there's just their capital down. Oh, damn. I think that's how you pronounce that one. I always feel a little bit bad about bombing Dresden, given its history with bombing, but there we go. It's mine again. Huzzah! Liberate to Poland? I think not. Actually, that's weird. Poland almost got spawned in their correct place. Almost. Is that the closest? I know that Germany was sort of here, which isn't a million miles away from where they would normally spawn. Actually, looking around the map, who was closest to their genuine spawning location? That's just, I mean, Japan clearly aren't. They're not supposed to be on this map. You know what? I think it probably would be Poland. Yeah, absolutely. Well, there you go. Oh no, what am I talking about? Norway. Norway got spawned pretty much right where they should be. In fact, they own Norwegian territory, so... Oh, there we go. Norway win. Next city taken on Ireland. Huzzah! Now, can I follow this up with a third on the same turn? It depends on the... Oh, the range of the jet bombers. Look how frustratingly close that is. Never mind, eh? Never mind. Oh, actually, saying that, there is, like, no defense here at all. In fact, I can, if we just get rid of this little ranger, thank you so much. Helicopter comes in. Little cheeky pillage to heal itself, thank you so much. Oh, the Spear of Fionn. Very good. A little bit of pillaging and a little bit more. I'm up to 20,000 gold now. That's going to be handy in a second. One more city. Next 2 cities from Rome. We've got Hamburg and we've got this city, which... Nagora. I wonder what that's going to be called once I take it. Nope, that is effectively its name. Okay, cool. Didn't know about that, so I think that's awesome. And finally, a very special shout out goes to Scott Stratton, Major King Kong, Matthew Wilkinson, Salty Tech, Davalax, Deadboy91, Skeptical Bear, Paul Coffey, Kroger Brown Trail Mix, Alex Noob, Cinnamon Beard, Portland, Petra Ryan, Matthew Hatch, and Nim. Thank you all for your support and everybody for the interaction on the videos. It is helping me to slay the algorithm monster and to do this full time. Thank you all. See you next time.